Alright, sup guys, I decided to make a video real quick about my latest trip in Affliction League. Nobody really know what happened, and most people still don't know. Like, I figured out what happened in this trip, and that's why I would like to show you now, like, exactly what happened and explain it a little bit, because it is something that, well, when it happened, I had no clue what happened, nobody could figure it out, and I spent some time to test some things and figure it out. I'm gonna start by explaining like a couple things. First of all, this is a tainted pact, right? So we're playing with Golden Rule, which reflects our poison, but it also reflects bleeds. So bleeding re-inflict is reflected to you. That's what the Golden Rule says. Now, the interesting part about this is it does not work with one chance to bleed. Like, for example, here you can see I am hitting Exarch, he's inflicted with Vaughn. I am 100% inflicting bleeds on him, but as you can see, I am not bleeding. I do not have a single bleed debuff showing up at any points the entire fight. Now, the thing that's shouldn't happen is very strange is that if I do the same thing, but my character is also inflicted with Vaughn. Now, in that case, you'll see I'm gonna inflict Vaughn on Exarch, and suddenly I cannot recover, and I'm bleeding to death right now. Like, my poison is keeping me up right now, but yeah, eventually you just die. If you look at the rip clip, this is exactly what happens to me. The invite has a vulnerability on it. Usually not a problem at all. I am just fighting no problem. Well, suddenly I die. And here what happens is, again, like the same thing that happened on the exile clip. My bleed gets reflected, even though it shouldn't, as we've shown on the very first clip. Which means that my poison recovery gets negated like here, and as soon as my poison, the bleeds I inflict become too strong, my character gets deleted. I'll show you also real quick like what type of bleed damage you expect, for example, from a player. Like for example here, I don't even know if I have all the things set up properly, but it's about like 200k for example. On this character has about 200k DPS when I inflict bleed. Obviously on a monster it's not much, but on a player it is absurdly high amounts of damage, and you cannot sustain this. Like I would need like 10 poison stacks to sustain that. So yeah, that is pretty much what happened here. I will also show something interesting that we kind of found out about while I was testing stuff. In this clip here, so I'm fighting Exarch. I do not have vulnerability on me. I'm gonna have Vuln obviously, and I am reflecting bleed. And that is because I'm wearing this pair of boots here. They have like very similar line to the one that you can see on the Vuln gem. Like 50% chance to be inflicted with bleeding when hit by an attack, which is very similar to the one on Vuln. Attack hits against cursed enemies have 25% chance to inflict bleeding. Like that alone does not make the bleeds actually possible to get reflected on you, but if you have this on yourself as well, then it does. So it's not just a Vuln thing, it's just a chance to be bled thing, basically. That is found on Vuln, on this boost. I don't know if there's other sources. I don't think it's very common. These might be the only sources of it. But that's pretty much what happened in this trip. I did not die to Eradicator or Chain or anything like that. Like I've been hearing things like that, or to Bone Shatter, self trauma, self damage which doesn't make any sense. Complex trauma does an absurdly low amount of damage. It's not the trauma inflicted to bleed. You take a 5k face hit, the amount of bleed you would take from a hit like this is completely irrelevant. Like even passive regen like is enough to sustain that. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened with this trip. Hope it cleared things out for everyone, and yeah. Another league, another death to some obscure bug that nobody could have ever seen coming. Yep. Alright, anyway, see you guys there. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any more questions. Peace.